Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome back to another Warframe video here on the channel. Now today, it's been a little while after the update 34, Nora's Mix Volume 4 is ending soon. Abyss of the Gath has now had 7 hotfixes, came out 3 weeks ago, but that means it is time for Operation Plague Star to return. Now, it's been a little over 2 years since it was last in, and as such, DE have changed it slightly. Me and Luke are going to go straight to Cetus to go and talk to Konzu about Plague Star. In fact, actually, don't ready up yet, Luke, because I have just thought, have we got our stuff made, the Catalyst and the Phylaxis? So it's in the miscellaneous section. You've got to make Eidolon Phylaxis and Infested Catalyst to do the higher level version of it. You need both. Oh, okay, so you probably have enough for a mission. I think it's 4 of each that you used to need, but as I say, they have changed it slightly. So as far as I know, you used to use them in the mission, so you'd make the toxin and you'd use it during that section to make the mission harder. Now I think you either just don't do it, or you do the advanced mission, which just consumes it anyway to give you the harder mission. So I don't even know if the rewards are better for the harder mission, but I know that this event used to give a lot of Forma, so hopefully Operation Free Forma has returned.
Careful.
Oh my god. Ordis even has new lines on the, what's it called?
It may still be hot.
Foundry. Because he just said to me, it's like, careful, it may still be hot. Do you have to equip Eidolon Phylaxis? Doesn't look like you can equip it anymore. Yeah, you can't equip it anymore, so I think it just gets used up automatically when you go into an advanced mission. Right, you can ready up whenever you are ready. So, for those of you that don't know what Plague Star is, it is a giant infested boil growing in the centre of the plains of Eidolon. In other words, you're going to need to head down there, you're going to need to sort things out, you're going to need to stop the infestation. Interestingly, this is the first time this event has ran since the New War, meaning it's the first time we're getting Plague Star on the post-New War planes, so it'll be interesting to see how it looks, because obviously both the New War and Plague Star change the way that the planes look, so it'll be interesting to see how different they look. So if you go to Konzu, he'll talk about toxin to destroy the boil, and then you can ask him about the infestation. So let's get the lore behind Plague Star first.
To see the infested succeed where he has failed, to see them destroy Cetus.
So yeah, Vayhek wants the infestation to destroy Cetus, which is fair enough.
Sold the minerals aboard the market near Eris, quite popular with deep system traders. At least it was. They were broadsided by one of these boils. It spread fast. They could have run, risked taking it with them. Instead, they turned off life support and blew out escape pods. Decades later, it still orbits Eris, writhing. One voice repeating the same message over and over.
We love that.
Death, leave us, and do not look back. My uncle's voice. Fail here, Tenno, and that will be the fate of Cetus. To be a warning.
We actually love that from Konzu.
A place
I can't remember who it is that you can buy stuff off during Plague Star. I think it's Nakak. It is Nakak. So the way that your thing works here is you've got your operational supply, so you will need to rank up with them. to rank 3, which is champion. But then if you view offerings, there's so many things that you can buy. So if all you got to do is get a standing with them, you can get all the different plague parts, which are for Zors and stuff. You can get the Ghoul Saw blueprint and parts. You can get the Ether Daggers blueprint and Snipetron blueprint. You can also get Butcher's Revelry, which is the what's it called? The stance mod for the Ghoul Saw. You can get Exodia Arcanes, which some people obviously will quite like. There is a Plague Star emblem, which is pretty damn cool. A couple of little mods, some of the Cetus resources, and the key thing that I know a lot of you will like, pre-built Forma. You can get a pre-built Forma, you don't need to build it, it's not a blueprint. Each one will cost you 5,000 credits and 3,000 standing, so in other words, every time you run the bounty you should be able to get one Forma, I do believe. If we look at the bounties then, so there are 3 tiers this time to Plague Star. You've got the basic one, which is your level 15 to 25. That is if without the Catalyst and Flaxus. Then Advanced, which is levels 55 to 65, which is what we're going to do today, is gives you 3,200 standing for your Plague Star. So, like I say, a Forma each run, but that's where it's a lot harder, and it requires your Eidolon Flaxus and an infested Catalyst. There is also a Steel Path variant, if that Advanced isn't hard enough for you. Steel Path variant being level 100 to 110 gives you a little bit more standing at 3,800, and again requires your Eidolon Flaxus and infested Catalyst. But for now, me and Luke are just going to stick to Advanced. We've got no reason to play Steel Path variant. So whenever you are ready, Luke, I am now ready, I do believe. Yep, I'm ready. They've changed it as well, so I don't think you need to make the toxin anymore. So I think we go straight into the actual fight against Lephantis.
It would never touch us here. That it was a thing that happened out there to others. Naive. I need you to take Vehek's toxin and kill the boil.
If you fly up, you'll see the boil
I
again.
will let this plague run wild over Cetus. Then he thinks
I did put us on public, yeah. For an event like this, it makes sense to be on public.
The quills see doom.
I forgot you have to come into this cave.
Rainier and Ostron alike. The boil needs to be destroyed now, before it becomes unstoppable. We know Vehek has Thrax toxin stored deep underground. We'll use that.
Jeez, why is your speed so much? Your speed is too speedy. No, I didn't. I'm going a slightly different way to it. Alright, we're just gonna steal the toxin. That's what we're gonna find, lad. Good question. You tell me where when you find it. Got it. Isn't the big yellow canister thing? Yeah. I love the Konzu voice lines here. The Konzu looks like a dejected skin graft.
Well, more miserable.
He looks like a really bad skin graft, and Konzu wants us to make his life miserable. Well, more miserable. I love that. Maybe we do still have to mix the toxin. I thought that I could have sworn they said they'd gotten rid of that, but apparently not. So stage 2, we've got to
clear out the area so we can use it.
Wow. Mix up the toxin.
That machine must finish its work.
This is where I bring out the necromech, honestly. The mixing stage, this is definitely where you bring out the necromech. So this used to be where you mixed in your Eidolon Phylaxis and your Infested Catalyst, but you don't have to do that anymore. By doing advanced, they automatically have done that for us. So, because mixing it in spawns in the higher level of Phantas. Well, yeah, Eidolon Phylaxis and the Infested Catalyst, you used to add them in just to make the mission harder, so you'd get better rewards. But now you just do that by picking the harder bounty, which is an interesting way of doing it. But I guess at the end of the day it makes it easier to understand and do, which I think is why the EE have done it. I don't even know if this is my last rank up on my Bone Widow, but I kind of hope it is. We're killing a lot of enemies in our necromech. You know, I always forget about Bone Widow's abilities. I just don't use Bone Widow that much. The only reason I'm using her at the moment is because I'm ranking her up. I would have used my Void Rig, especially seeing as it looks infected, but honestly though, this is that event where you want to play it a lot because the rewards are really good. This is one of the best ways to farm Forma in Warframe. What, switch teleport the drones? I think you can. Fair enough. I was going to say, that section isn't that hard, delivering the drone.
The toxin has triggered peristalsis. Antibody production has escalated.
So this is the main stage of Plague Star. This is the main key step that a lot of people will remember, where you have to purge the infested. So you have just put in a toxin into the boil, and just like any living thing, it has an immuno response. It's basically like we've just taken a living thing and put virus into it. So that body is therefore going to try and retaliate. Well, simple fact about that is we just destroy the white blood cells. It's like antibodies. The infested being produced are like the antibodies being produced, and as such we nearly kill them. The best way to do this though, Luke, you know the infested spawn pods? If we leave them alive, they'll spawn the infested more quickly, so we can just kill them as they spawn. Destroying pods doesn't actually make this any easier for us. I have also just realised that we have a Nightwave quest to kill enemies in the next. So that's always useful.
Welcome.
We also have to do some mining in the plains. Mining some rare ores.
And we're out.
Right. I was gonna say we've reached a certain point, so killing normally. So whenever the hemocyte spawns, killing the normal infested will not give you any more progress. So during that section, you must just focus fire on the hemocyte. Destroy one of the heads, and you can go back to killing the regular infested. However, these heads are fucking tanky. These heads are very tanky, and we have a toss on top. Plus regular infested. This is actually... I feel like the advanced is actually kind of harder than it used to be. No. Yeah, I think we have to pop all 3 heads if I remember right. And we get like 3 or 4 of these hemocytes as well, so it can be quite a long mission if you don't have enough damage output. Right, once you've destroyed a hemocyte, do you know what you can then do? Collect the hemocyte sisterly. And then, once you've collected your sisterly, go back to just destroying the infested. Yeah, killing that tusk thumper might be a good idea. So it seems that the 2023 version of Plaguestar might be a little bit more hectic than it used to be. I don't remember there being tusk thumpers in the previous one, to be honest. Well, there's always a tusk thumper in the plains, that's just it. There's always one. If you play the plains during the daytime, there will always be a tusk thumper. If you play them during the night, there will always be an Eidolon. Okay.
Listening, magnificence. But you just made it angry.
We nearly got the tusk thumper down to half, but like... Another hemocyte. Yep. I mean, whilst the hemocyte's out, I guess you could destroy the infested spawn pods. That way there's not regular infested to wind us up. Tusk thumper is almost on its last leg, yeah. My god. Trying to focus on a thumper, hemocytes, and infested at the same time is actually kind of hard. At least the tusk thumper is on its last leg though. My god. This is one hell of a hectic video, I'll tell you now. I love how we seem to be focusing on the thumper more than the hemocyte. I don't even know if any of us have even hit the hemocyte. I think, yeah, the tusk thumper's dead now. So that is a lot of loot as well though. So all in all, this mission will give us a lot of good stuff, which is nice. The hemocyte is literally just a green version of the Lephanthus. You know what I like to do with the when fighting the hemocyte? Use the regular infested to charge up your powerful shot from your Morslon, and then blast one of the heads with them. Oh, yeah, that's special. Okay. So that stuff. All I'm saying is when we eventually get the Morslon Prime, that's going to be okay. I don't know why, I get the feeling that like Morslon Prime and maybe a couple more, what's it called? A couple more Necromechs could be coming with Whispers in the Wall. An actually impressive Necromech. I don't know if that works with the actual concept of what a Necromech is. They moved its head in the way of the neck, so I couldn't actually shoot it with my power, like my charge shot. I'm mad. I'm actually furious. Your sister left? I think you might have done. Right now we just gotta slaughter some infestation. This mission seems to be a lot easier when you don't have a tusk thumper donor. So, this will be the third hemocyte now, and the third hemocyte will be even stronger than the previous two. I mean, look at the level of it, it's 137. I swear the advanced one's only supposed to be like 55 to 65. It feels like they put us into this steel path with those levels. The level numbers seem very high. Steel path should be 100 to 110. But this should be 55 to 65, so... At least we've got one head. Oh. It keeps dodging my charge shots. That's completely the wrong game. Wrong franchise, wrong game, wrong genre. I'm already getting bored of the Vayhek voice line with "You try to pop it's glistening, magnificent." That's the way he says it. It's so annoying. Well, I actually hit it with a charge shot. This is so much harder than it used to be. I do not agree by creating this dungeon. Imagine if just once, yeah, Plague Star was on Fortuna. They have and stuff. You'd like have to work with Nathaniel because Nathaniel doesn't fight all the infestation. And he would never let the infestation do his job. Right. We have finally popped the third Hemocite. So now it's just a lovely infested slaughter.
Maggots! You try to protect these rats! To fail! And fail!
We're nearly there. And here we go. The fourth and final Hemocite. This time, level 147. This is going to be ridiculous. You know what, I'm going to start with a big Scythe boy. Since we seem to struggle with him so much, I'm going to start with him.
Magnificence, but just made angry.
Oh dear. It would appear my Necromancer is dead. It got one shot at 6,000 health. Don't quite know how that just happened. Or can a Necromancer time out? I have no idea then.
Maggots! You
Oh well, at this point I'm gonna spawn my on-call crew to help. Wait, you only just finished that? That took you a long time to get 100 kills. I'm trying to keep the infested off you guys with my weapon whilst I wait for my necklace. Oh, he was always pretty strong, but he was always like level 60 or 70. I don't remember him being this high level. Even at 4 catalyst, 4 Phylaxis.
Listening, magnificence. But just made it angry.
A fallen tenno needs your help.
Not welcome on Kanzu's blade, snotty. Nice work, number 1 done. We're breathing easier back here.
Oh, let's just clear up the last infestation.
This is great. The cat will keep you supplied until we beat this. Proceed.
I also like that line from Konzu. You are not welcome on these planes, snot thing. I like that line. You gotta love that line. You gotta love Konzu, to be honest. Konzu is a great character. Right. Now all we're gonna do is extract. So, see you in a moment, folks. So, folks, right, we're just extracting. So, once you've extracted, you will get your standing. So as you can see, I got some standing there for vent kits somehow. New logo pairing sequence because they're my bonds equipped, but some for the operational supply. If you also look through your loot, you should notice that you've got a reasonable amount of loot. But in particular, you've got those hematite cystoliths. So if we go to Nakak, where our operational supply is, of course, and we view her offerings, you'll be able to see straight away that we can just buy a load of things. I'm pretty sure cystoliths, I'm trying to remember how they worked, but I think they were like some form of competition based thing, from what I remember. Yeah, you get your dojo trophies for your cystoliths, that's what they're for. So, if you want your rewards, folks, make sure to just go and get them from Nakak. As you can see, from that mission alone, I've just bought myself a Forma and the Plague Star emblem. All in all, this is a great source of Forma, pre-built as well. What's to hate? It's only out for 2 weeks though. The event will be ending on what is it? Tuesday the 20th. Yes, Tuesday the something. I think it's 21st, something like that. So make sure to get in there if you want your rewards, guys. Get in there quick. You want to get them as quick as possible. If you want to farm up Forma, an hour a day, you'd probably get about 20-30 Forma. It's very, very quick and easy Forma farm. So with that in mind, guys, thanks for watching the video. I hope you found it informative, enjoyable, fun to watch and useful as always, and I will see you all in the next one. Enjoy Operation Plague Star.